400 Aussie dollars isn't really a lot when you're talking PC hardware, but if you know what you're looking for, it can buy you a capable gaming PC with Windows 10, if you're willing to invest in some second-hand parts. Thankfully, schools and businesses upgrade their PCs every 3 to 5 years, and this can net you a great starter for your gaming PC, and since it has been reformatted, you get a free copy of Windows. What could be better? The components and prices of each of these pre-built systems can vary massively, so as a simple guide I set myself, I wanted a desktop-grade i5 CPU, 4GB of RAM with at least a 500GB hard drive, and the ability to be easily upgraded, but there was a catch. A lot of these systems are small form factor, which will not allow a full-size graphics card to be installed, so be careful. I searched around and eventually settled for this PC, with an i5 2500 CPU, 4GB of DDR3 133MHz memory, a 500GB Western Digital Blue hard drive, and a shoddy fire trap of a 400W power supply, all for $200. This PC is a perfect starter, we just needed a graphics card and a more reliable power supply to run it. I went with the 7970 from Gigabyte, which I managed to pick up for $150, and a Corsair VS 550W power supply for $50, which is a personal favourite of mine and provided plenty of power for this card or any future card I could put into the rig, right up to a GTX 980. That's the parts. Now let's install the upgrades and benchmark this puppy. I also put the CPU through a Cinebench R15 stress test, which it received a score of 457. Then also compiled and edited about a minute worth of Battlefield 4 gameplay to serve as a render test of what a typical gamer might want to record and upload to YouTube, which it managed to time with 3 minutes and 18 seconds. The link to the test video I rendered is in the description, and in the description of that video is all the render times of every computer I have built. I managed to get a hold of an extra 4GB of RAM for $30, to see if this would influence the computer in any way, but in gaming benchmarks it showed no difference, but felt smoother, especially for games like Star Wars Battlefront, which requires a minimum of 8GB to run smoothly, so I would look at investing in that. For the render test, the extra 4GB showed a minimal improvement of 12 seconds, but over greater video lengths, this will decrease render times. I nicknamed this PC Rat's Nest, because of the cluster of cables I hid in the drive bays, but don't worry, that doesn't affect thermals, as the CPU only reached 68 degrees, and the triple fans on the GPU kept it at no more than 72 degrees, even with only an 80mm exhaust fan inside the case. All in all, I am very pleased with this little $400 beast, and would take this PC any day over a console with ease, especially with all the free-to-play games and constant Steam sales. Make this a worthy investment for any gamer. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing for more PC builds and other content in the future. If you have a suggestion, question or criticism, feel free to leave a comment, and thank you very much for watching.